How's it going? I'm Flea. I'm here cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. I'm starting a little earlier than I normally do because I'm eager to get stitching. Um, so let's get into it. Apparently my Steam Deck doesn't want to work. Welcome to StitcherX. I'm Flea, and I'm here to live, laugh, and craft with compassion. The Nerd Nook is an environment safe for everyone. Our only rule is no hate. We know some nerds are chatty and some nerds are lurky, so feel free to enjoy the stream however you like. I'm willing to discuss anything and everything, so drop questions or comments in the chat. If you're enjoying the stream, you'll enjoy our Discord and switching from TikTok to Twitch. Click the link in my bio for all my socials, my website, merch, and that switch to Twitch. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. I'm glad you're here. Ike, I'm sorry you lost your needle and you don't know where it is. That does not sound pleasant. Like the broken shards? Eesh. Were you guys able to hear that welcome? Or y'all? I gotta stop saying guys. I really gotta get that out of my vocabulary. Yay! Some parts of my Steam Deck are working, but not the important ones. Yay! I did see the checklist, yes. Thank you for the checklist. I did run through it. So today's goal is to stitch pretty much for as long as possible until my shoulders decide that they don't like me anymore. So we'll see how long that is. Ideally, we will get to over 280. Welcome back, y'all. I am Flea, and I am stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. We are hanging out and vibing. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them in chat. The Discord message is always like 7 minutes late, which is actually not bad timing because that's when the ads are over anyway. I mean, it's bad timing for me because then people aren't seeing the ads at the beginning, but kind of a if you know, you know situation with that, I feel like. Okay, let's do the square first, which I think the square is 1. Yeah, look at that. I know my cross stitch piece well. The square is in fact stitch 1. Oh crap, what color was this? There we go. Midnight 28 is done. We are pulling out 1. Can't thread my needle. There we go. Okay, how do I want to attack this? Hey Juliet, how's it going? Hey Christy. Okay, well, let's see. Nope, still not working. Stupid technology. Not cooperating when I want it to. Glad to hear you're doing well, Juliet. I am doing well. I am here stitching and hanging out, which is what where I want to be and what I want to be doing. So we may have a guest on the live tomorrow. Hey Spoopy, how's it going? How are you doing today? That is Miss Tilly, curled up in the little corner. That is our Tilly cam. She is. She just got a haircut and lost all of her fur in the haircut process. Okay, made a little mistake here, so we're gonna pull that out. Looks like I either highlighted too much or mishighlighted something on here. So this should be not that. Okay. So this actually goes here. Yeah. Working with all these colors that are so close to the same color gets kind of tricky sometimes. Okay, now we're back on track. It sounds like getting a cow might take more than an hour if the storm is coming. Oh, it's a stuffed animal. Never mind. I thought you were talking about a literal cow. Whoopsies. I mean, some people have cows. Like, maybe she's in 4-H or raises cows or cattle. Yes, I do tend to take most things overly literal, so enjoy your crocheting, Aika. Okay, we've got all of this stitched. Now I'm gonna travel to this lone one up here. Yeah, sometimes getting out of the house is good, although I rarely feel that way. I hate leaving my house if I don't have to. I like my little hobbity hole. So I did find out that when we are doing our house remodel, which we is coming up shortly, I should still be able to stitch while that happens. It might just be loud. Oh, an hour commute each way sounds brutal. Okay, mark those off. A 30-minute walk, that's an hour's worth of walking every day. Like, it'll keep you healthy. So there's that. I wish I could walk to work. I mean, theoretically I could, but it would be through some sketchier neighborhoods of Sacramento. Yeah, that's a lot on your feet, Juliet. Well, I hope you get some time to take care of your feet soon. Feet are important. Oh, Sacramento. It's quite an interesting place to live sometimes. Okay. I do enjoy living in California. I don't think I would still be in this country if I lived anywhere else, quite frankly. I would have fled a long time ago, but we are slightly, and only slightly, safer here in California. Although there was recently an ice raid at the Home Depot by my house, which I wish I would have known about when it was happening because I would have gone and used my body to protect people. If you've been watching for a while and you haven't figured out by now that I am quite liberal, you might be in the wrong channel. Yeah, I think ICE will go down in history with the same reputation as the Gestapo, unfortunately. It's horrific what this country has come to. I know where Rio Linda is. Well, see, liberal isn't necessarily a side. I lean towards Democrats because they lean more liberal, but I am much more liberal than the Democrats in the United States. I believe in socialism and universal health care and taxing the shit out of rich people. Wow, we have another lots of months with the orange toddler, unfortunately. Christy, I agree. I think we should respect all people's points and opinions up to the point where they start saying things that aren't true. I've realized if there are people Um, I will stop having a conversation with someone if I figure out that they are a flat earther, because at that point we can't even agree on a simple fact. It's really scary out there, Desert Tarantula. I hope you take care of yourself. I mean, that's an interesting argument, Christy. But I would say there is scientific evidence to certain things that cannot be disputed, that has been proven time and time again. A flat earther is a person that believes the earth is flat. And they do exist. I can think of at least one I know for a fact. Unfortunately, Aika, you are not wrong. That's what made going to Germany and seeing all of the Holocaust and Berlin Wall stuff truly horrifying, to have what's happening in the United States put into perspective. Yeah, it is a literal term, and I have no problem defining things, and I would prefer people ask questions like that than assume. So thank you, Christy. We'll see you soon, Juliet. Enjoy going and getting your cow. Thank you for the hydration break. I will take that after I snippity snip that. Snippy snippy. I'm cracking up about this Coldplay gate that's going down. I cannot believe that the CEO of that company was stupid enough to take his mistress to a public concert, and let alone his mistress being a person that he works with. The edits keep getting amazing, Liv. They give me life. I've only ever seen the meme for that. I've never actually seen the like actual episode. Yeah, he has been fired already. I think technically he resigned, or was he fired? Fired. I love the memes going around. That's the mom talking to the two kids, and they're like, "Mommy, how did we get so much money?" And her response is, "Your dad went to a Coldplay concert." As he should resign. See you later, Christy. Have a good one. So, what other interesting stuff has been going on that y'all want to hear me opine about? Okay. Okay, let's mark those off. I was not affected by the LA fires, but I do have a friend that lived down there and had to evacuate. Um, it was terrible. I heard a disturbing story on NPR the other day that was about disabled people who died in the fires because um, they couldn't be gotten to, essentially. Um, Paramedics were slammed and there was no paratransit to get to them. And so they were just stuck and perished. The crumbling infrastructure of this country is astounding. Yeah, I don't know what it's held together by, but it's not held together very well. That flimsy piece of paper our Constitution is on is getting flimsier and less ironclad every day. Okay, we are done with that color. Okay, our next color shall be this one. This one. Not that one. That one. That is a good point. It very well could be held together by people just trying to live their lives. Okay, come on, needle. There we go. Okay, let's get this one off up here out of the way. Okay, that one's done. We'll tie that off. Okay, mark that off. And now we're gonna work on filling in this area. Okay. Okay. Let's mark those off. I think I'm just gonna have enough floss to finish this one little section I want to finish, and that is perfect. We are gonna need more of this color though. Maybe not. I don't know if I can't get one more stitch out of that. Bummer, man. Come on. Don't be difficult. Why are you being difficult, man? Yes, I've decided this floss is a man because we're not friends. That's not true. I'm friends with plenty of men. Come on, don't make me loop this. Okay. I did not want to have to do a loop finish. I've done them before, and I know how to do them. They're just a pain in the butt. Pain in the ash. Right. Aye, aye. Oh! Stitch count 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. That's fun. We might get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 today, so you guys got to keep your eyes out on that so we can document it. I'm going to try to pay attention too. So we got to get to 456, which is 35 more stitches, which we will definitely do. Because that will only happen twice in this project. There's one more time it's going to happen. Well, twice more. It's already happened a few times. Okay, let's mark these off and see where we are at. So I can keep track of my stitches. Okay, 30 more to go. Or sorry, 20 more to go. I can math. Little minor adjustment. Yeah, I got stuck. Okay, let's pull that out. Trim this down. Oh, yeah. We have this. Oh, that's not working. So the whole setup is about 6 feet across the stand itself. Yeah, maybe 5. Unfortunately, right now my Steam Deck isn't working, so it's not easy for me to change scenes. Let me highlight what I just did. Let me switch to wide angle real quick since we've been staring at Tilly and she hasn't done anything interesting. This is what I want. Wide angle. So this is the full wide angle. Oh, I'm glad your husband thinks it's cool, Miko. I might have to tap out when we hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no problem. Come on. I cannot get this threaded. I think this needle is about to see its last days soon. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, we got 10 more stitches, and I know which 10 they're gonna be. Slight frame adjustments. Okay. Okay, that's the first half of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's the first 5. Then we've got 2 here. One underneath those 2. And we also finished off this column right here. This column is now complete. That also just happened. And then our last 2. And we're gonna mark them off. Stitch 123,456. I didn't butcher that at all. Woohoo! Well, that's fun. Okay. Thank you, Aika. I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer. I'm gonna use the break that's coming up in a little bit to stretch out my arms and see how I feel. Okay, let's mark that section off. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 69. I'm a child sometimes. Have you all seen that movie with Aquafina and John Cena about, I think it's called The Lottery or something? It's hilarious, but they imply that Machine Gun Kelly's alarm code is 6969, and it cracks me up. Fishy face. Okay, another highlight. Oh, come on. We're so close. I don't think we're gonna have enough floss to finish the next 5 stitches, which is a bummer. Yeah, it's gonna be tight to get. I might as well do these 2 and then tie off. Okay. Let's see what's going on down here. Yikes. Okay, so it does come back. Oh, man. This one. This is what we're working on. Oh, nice, Aika. How do you like it? It's a fun technique. I feel like it saves thread too. I try to be pretty economical with my thread, especially in a project this size, because extra floss is going to add weight to how heavy this project is already going to be. So whatever floss I can minimize will maybe help bring that weight down a little bit. Oop, not that one. We want this one. Yeah, we can raid out to Sass. I would kind of like to at least get to 200 stitches, if not a little bit higher, because that will be the highest that I've stitched since I've been back. I'm trying to slowly build up my tolerance so I can get back to stitching 3 hours a day. But stitching like this is surprisingly rough on your body. Okay, we got an ad starting in 1 minute. We are going to take a break for that commercial so that I can stretch and move around a little bit, and then we will be back in about 3 minutes once that ad starts. Okay, waiting for the ad thing to pop up. Let's mark off those 2 stitches before the break. Ooh, and I think we've officially met our line of the most stitches we've done. I got to do one more stitch, and we're the most stitches we've done on a live. Or on a live since I've been back, I should say. Definitely not the total stitches we've ever done on a live. Okay, ad break. I will be right back. And we are back. My name is Flea. I'm cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Breaks aren't quite over, so I started that early. You know, like we do. Let's go ahead and get stitching. Welcome back, y'all. My name is Flea. I'm cross-stitching the Sistine Chapel ceiling. My goal is to live, laugh, and craft with compassion, and I'm glad you're here hanging out. Welcome to the Nerd Nook. Great. Oh, that part is still working. My brain is not working as well as it should be today, apparently. But my shoulders do feel much better now, so we might be able to get more stitches out of them. Windmills are a stitcher's best friend. $202! Woohoo! Well, thanks, Sierra. Yeah, I've definitely made some major modifications. Added more cameras, done a couple of different things. Although I have to remember to shut the bedroom door when I'm in, or not the bedroom, but the Nerd Nook door when I'm in here. So if my wife doesn't pop in, she knows she might be caught on camera. She does not like to be on camera. Okay, 168 is done. Let's check out what our next color is going to be. I think it's going to be another doozy. And now that we finished those rows, we can actually slide down here quite a bit. Now that we're making progress. Yeah, I can work with that. So our next color should technically be this one. Yeah, it would be an unpleasant surprise, but she shouldn't come home while the live is still on, so... Do I want to finish the stream doing the, one big, huge one? What do you guys think? Should I do a whole bunch of stitches, or should I do some fetty? Thoughts? Big color blocks it is. Okay, 3072. I mean, it's going to be hard to see, unfortunately, because it is like an extra light color, but that's how it be. Cool. Tight. Sierra, if you type exclamation point benchmark, it will tell you how many stitches I need to do each day. Based on how many stitches I've done previously. And it will tell you what those numbers are. It might take it a minute. There we go. Yeah, so today is 280 if I want to finish in 20 years of my start date. I haven't been hitting those goals recently because I've just returned from like a 6-month break from stitching. So I'm building back up. Ah, okay. Oh, I see. Got it. I missed the typo. Herp derp. Yeah, I would like to bring those numbers down a lot. But that's going to involve some very concentrated stitching, and unfortunately next week I am going out of town, so there will be no stream next week, and there will be no lives or stitching. Okay, we're gonna mark off these stitches. Okay. This column should be pretty quick. We're definitely probably gonna finish this column tomorrow. And we're moving right along. Hopefully we'll get this fish face done soon. If you'd like to see how far behind I am on this project, you can enter !progress, and it will inform you with how far behind I am. Someone said earlier they like to do their confetti. Oh, we changed it. Never mind. It doesn't show how far behind I am anymore. That depressed me. I remember now, so I changed it. Whoops, I lied. I'm something like 120,000 stitches behind for the 20-year one, let alone the other two. I think I'm like 600,000 stitches behind on the 10-year goal. I don't think the 10-year one is happening unless I can put in like a bunch of very serious 8-hour days. Yes, that was a long time ago. There are some of the people that have been following that whole time. This is still a good amount of progress. We're 6% complete. Almost 6.5% complete. The total amount of stitches in this project is exactly 1.9 million stitches. That just lives in my head. So if I stitch every day, we're 2 or 3 months away from 10% complete. Oh, Fuddruckers. I did not stitch these. I will stitch those, but I have not stitched them yet. Okay, we're about 40 stitches away. I think this strand will do it. I am gonna hit 280 today, but I'm gonna peace out shortly after 280. If it requires another strand, it requires another strand, and I'll finish that one. No matter what, I'm gonna finish this strand, and then we'll see where we are left at. Oh, okay, that one is done. Wait, did I actually already do that part? No. Okay, here we are. And then when I'm done, we will raid out to Sassacas. I'm not sure how many stitches I can fit in in one strand when I'm color blocking. I don't have those numbers in my head. Okay, now we can mark those off. So someone was saying earlier that they like to do their color blocking first and then do their confetti. I'm usually the other way around, but I wanted to hit this goal today, and it's nice to change it up sometimes. But usually I do my confetti first, so I can lay down my color blocking over the run confetti strings. If that makes sense. Yeah, the counting can be hard sometimes, so I do hear that. If you haven't tried gridding your fabric yet, gridding helps a lot with confetti. Gridding is a lifesaver for confetti. Well, it looks like we're definitely going to hit 280 with this strand. Did I not get those? I did. Okay. I just didn't mark off. There we go. Sometimes Pattern Keeper likes to stick on me. The ones I have are water-soluble markers that'll come off when you wash the piece. Although there's a part of me that is tempted to leave the grid squares in there. Because I don't think... I mean, you can kind of see them. I'm just a little terrified of washing this piece at some point in the future. I mean, I wouldn't lose my mind. There's actually a part of me that is thinking, like, this whole project is kind of performance art. And there's a part of me that really wants to take this thing apart stitch by stitch when I finish it and kind of do it backwards. Well, that'd be crazy, right? I actually don't want to put on the fuselage. I want the back to be visible because I'm proud of the back. I think the back looks pretty darn cool. And my back is pretty neat. The part of me that doesn't want to take it apart um, wants to frame it between two pieces of acrylic so you can see both sides. Working in an art museum sounds pretty cool, Desert Tarantula. I would be obsessed. I love art museums. Woohoo! We are officially catching up on our 20-year goal now. I think this is my last row here. I think I have just enough to finish it. Hopefully I have just enough to finish it. If not, we'll finish it up tomorrow. So I do not want to start a new strand. Security must be pretty cool in an art museum. I would be fascinated to pick your brain. Like, what kind of, like, did you ever see all the gates locked down and stuff? Did you ever bust any art thieves? Or is it mostly just telling people not to touch the art? Okay, we are done for the day. Oops, let's not highlight stitches we haven't done yet. Yes, I am ending. I'm sorry, Clover. I will be back tomorrow around the same time. And possibly with a guest tomorrow. Wow, 290 exactly. That was nice. It's nice to end on a nice even number. Okay. Oh, I think it's 91, unless, oh, that one was highlighted. Okay, so it's 290. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Clover. Okay, let's bust out the laptop. We want to raid into Sassacas. Okay. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you and everything you do. You're all amazing and wonderful and make me want to come live and stitch every day. So thank you for doing that and being there for me. Bye, y'all. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.